What's going on, everybody? It's Charlie Eugene back with another video. Today's video, I want to share with you guys my experience with Windows 11 so far. All right. As you can see, this is the desktop of Windows 11. This is how it will look when you install it or upgrade it on your system. Your icons will be in the center, which everybody's complaining about because it reminds you of you know who. All right, even this wallpaper reminds you of you know who. All right, so you really don't have to. The good thing about it is you can change the placement of your icon. So let me show you guys how to do that, so that way you can not have it remind you of the other operating system. All right. All right, so first you just right click on an empty area of your taskbar settings, select that, and then you want to go to personalization, and then it is taskbar behaviors, and there we go, taskbar alignment. You only get two positions. You get left and center. So let's go back to left. Bam. There we go, left. Now, this theme for me is a little too bright, so I'm going to change this to a darker theme. So let's get the dark theme going. Bam. All right, so I'm showing you guys how to get it to look like 10 if you don't like the way the new setup is. So there we go. All right, so let's X out of here. There we go. Now we're looking good. All right, so as you can see, the Windows Start button changed. And it's no longer white, it's now blue, and it's a little bit bigger than the Windows 10 icon. And as you select the Start button, it comes up with your pinned applications. Right there, you can remove stuff, add stuff in there. That's not too big of a change for me. I can deal with that. If you go to all apps, it pops up like before. All your applications are here. Okay, what I did notice is that you can no longer shrink this. Before, if you went to the edge of this window here, it would give you the two arrows where you could shrink that. I liked being able to shrink it, but you know what? I'm not going to complain too much about it. It's not too big of a deal, but that's your Windows Start button. That's how that looks. All right. Also, let me launch let me launch Google Chrome to show you what else I did notice. All right, so launch Chrome. If you notice, these corners now no longer boxed, they're now curved. I like that. That makes it look modern. I like that. That's a nice touch by Microsoft to actually curve the sides. I know that's not a big upgrade, but I did notice that, and I like that. Also, if you hover over your Restore Maximize button, you get these four snap layouts. That's really cool. So if you had another window open and you wanted to have it side by side, you just select it and then select the window, bam. Okay, that's pretty cool. You also can do it manually. And what I mean by manually is like before. So like before in 10, if you went all the way to the left, it would snap. All the way to the right, it would snap. But now you can also snap the way you saw it on the four layouts. So if you were to go here and it takes me a little while now because I'm just getting used to this whole feature. Excuse me, but give me a second. It'll do it. But let me see here. Maybe I have to see. It works. There it is. See how that came up? It's weird. There it is. So it just I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but yeah, you can snap this and have another window going. But I probably won't be using it that way because it takes a little too long. It's a certain area you have to drag it in order for that window. So yeah, let me not fool with that too long. But anyway, you can do that. I'm not gonna be. I'd rather just do it from here. I'd rather just hover over this and then just snap my things like that. But anyway, that's a cool feature they did add. Let me close out of here. Also, what I did notice as well is when you right click on a file, it looks a little bit different now. So let's right click on this text document that I created for that purpose. You see how you get your shortcuts up here? You get a cut here, you get your copy here, you get your rename, you get share and delete. So it's no longer in the listing when you first right click, but if you do need to see it like before, you just go down to show more options, and there you go. That looks pretty normal like all other windows in the past. So that's a little different. That's nothing, like I said, these are very small changes. These are more cosmetics. It's more of a GUI upgrade we're talking about with Windows 11. So anybody that's worried about upgrading to 11, please, I wouldn't be afraid. From what I've been using so far, it actually is nice. It makes the system run a lot smoother. I don't know what they did. They definitely optimized it so things flow, things launch faster, things run a lot smoother since I've been using 11. So let me continue on with this video. So as you can see, let me launch Chrome again. This looks a little different when something's open. You see how it's a little blue line. Before it was like I can't remember what it was before, but I know that looks a little different before. And if you minimize it, it shrinks, and then you maximize it, it gets a little bit bigger. So that's cool. Also, I did notice another thing with the notifications. So the notifications are clumped together. So you see how when I select my Wi-Fi, if you hear ambulance in the background, excuse me, hear ambulance back there. But if you select your Wi-Fi, your volume, or your battery, it's all clumped together. And if you select that, this is what pops up. All right, you get your battery status here. And if you click on that, you'll get a more detailed battery status, which is cool. If you want to change your sound card or change your sound device, you just select the arrow here. You can manage your audio devices there. And pretty much everything else is self-explanatory as far as the buttons that you select. Let me see what this button does. All settings. What is this? All right, so this just brings up. Yeah, there's a lot of it's like 3 different ways to get to this page. So that's pretty cool. It's easier to get to the system page. But yeah, that's all that pops up. Let's see what else that I noticed. Oh yeah, so let's go back to the taskbar. So taskbar items. Oops, let me get there. Taskbar items. So I don't like too many of those on. So only one I like is the widgets. And let me show you. When you select on, there you go. You get your search, which I won't be using that. And then your task view, I don't use that. And then widgets, I'll show you guys that in a second. Then you get this chat thing. I don't use. I think that's associated with Skype or something like that. I don't really use Skype that much anymore, so I'll leave that off. But let's launch the widget that I did select. All right, so widgets, I like the widget feature. Let me open it back. I like this feature because I don't have to go into my internet browser to see this stuff. I can just launch that and see the weather and see what's going on in the world. And if you do select an article, it will launch Microsoft Edge. I don't know if you can change it to Chrome. It would be nice if somebody knows how to do that. You can feel free to share that with me. But if you do click one of these, it will launch Microsoft Edge. But I like this widget here. I think that's a nice place to put it because sometimes I don't feel like launching a browser to get to some of this information. So that's a cool thing that they did with that. And what else is there? That's pretty much all I've noticed, guys. I really haven't noticed that much of a difference. I really haven't noticed that much of a difference, except for like I said, little folder changes. Icons look a little different, which makes it look modern. I'm not complaining about that. You still got this PC if you want to go to properties to see what, your RAM and stuff like that. Your device specs come up. Pretty much the same. Pretty much the same, guys. It's not that big of a deal. Would not be afraid to upgrade to 11. It's not that bad. All right. I don't know which version of 11 this is. It says 11 home because I had 10 home on my old operating system, but I don't know if this is still just a preview. I don't know what I got, but it's installed and it works well, so I'm cool with it. But anyway, it's Charlie Eugene. Let me end this video soon. I don't want to keep talking too long. If you guys could please subscribe to this channel. Please leave comments below if you do have 11 as well and you know some things that I didn't point out in this video. Share that with me. Let me know because I'm not usually on my laptop, but today I felt like sharing what I did learn about 11 thus far. But anyway, hit that subscribe button. Comment below. Click like. Charlie Eugene. I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm out of here. Later.